Hey, it's Eternal. So this is gonna be my first of many Eternal videos, and this hand looks okay, I guess. As opposed to SMITE Tactics, which I feel or felt rather or feel whatever was more straightforward. Eternal has a lot more overall complexity, especially when it comes to the small things or the relatively not in your face mechanics like your redrawing or not redrawing and all that good stuff. I totally butchered all that, but basically what I'm trying to say is this is just as much as a learning process. Like I just messed that up. This is just as much as a learning process for me as it probably is for you if you're just checking out Eternal for, you know, the first time, either when I introduced it or maybe just figured it out recently, whatever, all that good stuff. I'll try and talk through some of my plays, but definitely, even though I have played like at least like 20 to 30 hours before this, I still feel a little a little uncomfortable because with SMITE Tactics, it was just like I'd played Duelyst before and I'd played Hearthstone before. So moving to SMITE Tactics, which, you know, I only had like 24 cards per faction and 2 cards of each, it was a lot more like, and you don't have to worry about mana or anything. It's just, it was so, I just kind of slid into that. But yeah, I'm a lot less sure here. So I'm probably gonna, oh, I don't even have enough influence. Oh man, that's where that gets tricky. I don't have the 2 justice influence there. So I guess I just play Champion of Glory. No, I'm gonna play Crown Watch Paladin. And probably not attack. Yikes, this is not good for me. I'm already falling behind. That's a really nice artifact to put up early. Okay, with no mana, this might be a little bit difficult. But right now I am like what, the Silver 2 division? I started off at the very bottom at like Bronze 3, I think. It actually takes like a surprisingly long amount of time to climb up through the ranks. Okay, I think I'm going to play Oni Quartermaster this turn. Pass. And then play the Ornate Katana next turn to draw 2 cards. And hopefully pick up, no, you eliminated my card draw. So this is a deck I created. Or sort of created. I took some of the building blocks from other constructed decks and then made my own. So that's another pretty big thing. It's SMITE Tactics. I almost immediately had a full Odin deck to use. But in this game, it's just, you know, patchwork decks that I'm working with. I'm probably going to silence this guy. What does this guy do? While you have another flying unit? Well, that's not good. I think I'm going to play to win here and just get rid of that guy and hope he doesn't draw into... No, come on. Are you kidding me? He completely nullified my silence effect by throwing that fast spell Aegis on it. That's all good though. We still got this. Okay, he has a weapon. That's actually this is falling apart fast. So I think my deck comes back in the late game, rather. So if I can just hold out, I think I can win this. Oh wow, that was his flying unit. Okay, how about that? I didn't even think about that. I had assumed it was more like a whatchamacallit effect, like an empower, but when you summon a card or whatever. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I've won by this point. If I draw into a couple more mana, I get my legendary Sword of the Sky King. I'm not sure if that's actually a good card, but it's legendary and it's a justice card, so I threw it in there in this deck. Which I will have a deck list up in the description. Or maybe I can fit it in on the screen here. I'm not sure. I'll play with that in the video later. Video settings. So I think I can go ahead and silence the RX Sentry. Do I want to do that? I can play both of these guys. Maybe I silence the flying. Yeah. Because that could get 3 attack later. He still has a spell card. Okay, he's going to do it now. That's actually really good. Because he doesn't even have a flying unit right now, but he's trying to play ahead. But can't play ahead of this. Neither of these even have Warcry, so they're not going to be as useful as I want them to be. Yeah, he's just going to block both of them. I wonder if it's even worth attacking there at all. Maybe not. But then again, I'm so far ahead that it's hard for me to lose by this point. Regardless of if I attack or not with 2 units. And since he hasn't been attacking, he hasn't been using the artifact. Hey, I beat my first gold player. Alright. Alright, what do we got here? What do we have? Going up against nap time? This is an okay hand, I think. I think I've been burned not getting enough mana in the past, as opposed to getting too much mana. So I think I'm going to just go for a little bit more mana in my hand than maybe I need. I'll play my... See, the problem is if I play Oni Ronin now, there's a higher chance of that getting value. But this is playing on curve. I think I'm going to play Oni Ronin. Maybe I can actually bait out some removal, like a Thunderbolt or something. So he's playing Rakano Shadow. At least I think this class is called Rakano. It's called Fire. Maybe it's just Fire. So who's Rakano? Is Rakano like an actual character? Like the Scion? Something to look towards. So yeah, he definitely did use some removal, but it wasn't very useful for me. So even though it's not playing on curve to put out the Valkyrie Enforcer, Silence is incredibly powerful, and I don't just want to waste it. Okay, he's getting rid of that Aegis. Drawing some mana. So it looks like that was his only mana, which means he has a handful of minions. So if I silence this, it doesn't even matter. But then I start getting damage in, which I think is worth it. Also, it stops him from using its ultimate ability. Its ultimate ability was give this unit +4/+4. Okay, there's that 2 damage. That's kind of a problem, but I think I'll live. If I had enough mana, I could have used a burnout, but I didn't, so. Alright, so by this point, it's pretty much just like rush down his face as fast as possible. That's pretty much what this deck does. It kind of gets early board control with like Warcry and Aegises, and then it finishes off with weapons and flying. It looks like he's burning his hand pretty quickly. Do I want to take this? Do I want to take this? No, I can actually take advantage of the Aegis, and I'm not at the spot where I have to sack units just to survive. So, although I really wish I could draw into some mana, so that's a huge thing, right? Not being able to draw into mana to just play cards is a huge consideration. Oh, he's actually going from. Oh, right. I thought that was to do 2 damage to a minion and the player, but no. Oh wow, he's really burning me. I may actually have to go for a block here. Actually, no. Oh, no. Okay, I had to sack it. At least I saved it. So now he wastes a fast spell in his torch and his +3 damage. And I gotta take out one of his. That's the cool thing about blocking, is that you get to choose what kind of you can choose what kind of interactions you want. I really need to draw into some mana though. I need to draw into 2 mana. That's not good enough. I need to find out what this double damage does, because if you attack face with this double damage, it doesn't actually do 6. So I'm assuming it only works against minions. Okay, well, I guess I guess it's as good a time as any to try it out. So they're pretty much already lost. Oh, okay, it did do double damage. Nice weapon. Yes, gimme. Oh, that's good stuff. All right, so I got a second weapon. I can just clear that. Oh, this is looking good. I'm coming back. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get much use out of this weapon. It's going to be destroyed almost immediately. Okay, go for it. Okay. I've got effectively 5 health, right? And he has 2 minions on the board doing 2 damage each turn. Or total of 2 damage. Come on. No. I really need someone to save me here. Oh, no. No. That's it. Oh, well. I thought that weapon was going to save me. It was supposed to be my savior. Oh well, it was close. I think if he had not played those grenadins, I would have won by that point. Because then I could have attacked him over and over again with the weapon. Okay, this is actually a pretty good hand, I think. It has enough mana. It has both sigils. It has a bunch of 2-drops. This is looking pretty good. I should be able to win this, I think. Regardless of what they're playing. So it'd be better to play this first, just in case I want to use Torch. Actually, that's really good for me. Wow. So that's why you play that Fire Sigil first. I actually mess up on that, like, way more than you think one might. I need to make sure to play my Just Sigil so I can play... Actually, it doesn't even matter. Generally speaking, though, you want to make sure to have your sigils evened out. As much as I can tell, anyway. What did he use? Suffocate? That's pretty good. I want him to use all his removal early. You can just throw this out. I don't want to play the Quartermaster because I want to save it for when I can get card draw. But right now, I have the only... I have a Justice Sigil, which means I can get the other 2 HP. Plus Endurance. Make sure to play Justice Sigil. Good stuff. Maybe I play Quartermaster now, though. No, that's my card draw, man. I need that card draw. He's probably gonna force himself to attack though, and then I lose my unit. But it's worth it to not let him get that infiltrate. The longer he has his card on the board, the higher the chance of him actually drawing to a card that lets him be like unblockable or something. And this unit, my unit isn't actually worth all that much. Like Endurance and Quick Draw aren't all that useful in a lot of situations. Nice. Okay. Maybe I did actually deal double damage to face. I need to check that out. Because if it does deal damage to face, then it always dies. It's like a magnet for hard removal. Because people see that it's like a legendary, like, oh gosh, he's got some kind of crazy strategy up his sleeve. It's like, nah, it was legendary. It's red, so I put it in the deck. Okay, was that a perma-stun or is it just regular stun? Oh. Artifact. Once per turn, pay 2 to stun a unit. Just a Fire Sigil. Although, what's really nice is because this match has been going so slow that when I eventually do pull into a weapon, I'll be able to play my own Quartermaster and the weapon. But he is drawing some cards here. That artifact gets more and more powerful as the turns go on. Oh, there's my Sword of the Sky King. I can't play it though. I think I'm gonna take a bit of a risk and play out my Quartermaster, and then hope I draw into mana to draw into or to play the Sword of the Sky King. That's the hope anyway. No, damn it! They always kill my card draw, you bastards. No Justice Sigil. Pay 7 to draw a card from each player's deck. Okay, he doesn't have enough to do it just yet. Man, he has a lot of removal, doesn't he? Oh my gosh, he just has so much removal. I can't keep up. Okay, I definitely need to draw into it. Yes. Gimme, gimme. Oh, good stuff. Okay, and now, so long as he doesn't play any units, I just get to hit him for 9 every single turn. And since this says stun a unit, I don't believe it also applies to my hero, my avatar, whatever. And whenever I do eventually pull into a unit, I got this nice foil legendary. No, he's going to use up all my weapon. Oh, nope. Vanquish. There we go. Hit him for face. I'm actually not going to play my Valkyrie Enforcer because he's just going to perma-stun it. So instead, I'm going to wait for him to play something that's really good to silence. Or actually, I could... No, okay, never mind. Oh, I just remembered. Endurance means you can't stun the unit. It's so beautiful. I love it. There's so many, like, small things to... Oh, no. I got all excited for nothing. He just removed it. It's all good, though. One more turn of attacking him in the face, and I win. So that's why weapons are like so ridiculously powerful if you can get them on the board with no enemy minions. You can just keep hitting over and over and over again. In case you're unsure why that works like that, it's because so long as your armor is armor. It's kind of confusing. So when you play a weapon, you usually get a bit of armor, right? So whenever you take damage, you deal damage to that armor first. When you have no armor, you have no weapon. And attacking face does not you don't take any damage, so you don't lose any armor or any weapon charges, essentially. It's kind of confusing, but it makes sense once you like play it a couple times. Because it's so different from the way Hearthstone works. Ooh, this is kind of a risky hand. It's a greedy hand. I think I'm going to take it. This relies on me basically just overwhelming him with war cries. But if he has removal in hand, then basically I lose because I have nothing to follow up with. Nice. Okay, I get both of them out. Just play the fire because who cares? And attack. And I have double torches just in case he plays something. Hopefully he does not. Okay, this war cries can get out of control fast because they each give +1/+1 to your top unit or weapon. And if you draw into a weapon, that means you get more armor charges as well as attack. So that means you can use it longer. Keep my mana even. Attack with both. Nice. Okay, so that's 3 charges so far. Oh, no, I got 1 charge on here and then 2 charges on the next one. This is the Scion for the red deck, the fire deck. It's not especially good because it requires you to have lots of minions on the board to actually get a nice effect off, but it's not too bad. That's kind of a beefy card. I can't immediately just get through it, so I'll just attack with both. Maybe he falls into my trap. Come on now. You know you want to defend one. Wow, he doesn't. He doesn't defend with either of them. That's a surprise. I guess he figures that because I'm playing a red deck, I'm gonna have a torch in my hand, which is a good it's a good gambit there. I guess he wants to try and build this up as much as possible with influence. It says each type of influence, so that means he can only have a maximum of 5/5. Oh, he was going for the flying gambit. Wow. Okay, what does this do again? Strangers have flying, which means if I get rid of this, he's not going to have flying anymore. Oh, but he still gets to attack anyway. So I use both my Onis. It's all good. That card, the next card I draw that is taking advantage of these war cries is going to be huge. Just like that. And I actually silence his buff because that's where he's getting... Oh, actually... That's beautiful. That's so good. I love it. So because I silenced his buff, he went down to 0/0 and lost his unit. Countered all of his threats.